Hamilton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
23, the man, Hamilton.
Digging in now for the Brewers, number 18. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Number 18.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. One gone.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
The right fielder, Christian Yelich.
First pitch on its way. Fouled away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now.
The third baseman, Mike.
As he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike 1.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The Brewers down to their final strike. Fouled off. Ripped on the ground to first, and he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure's off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Miami took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Elieser Hernandez notches his 3rd win of the year. The man Hamilton hammers down the save, his 4th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
Yeah.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
The man Hamilton enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Hamilton.
Dansby Swanson will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches. Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
And this is hit hard to the right side. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
That's up.
Popped him up. Cooper is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Runner at second, one away, and standing in the powerful right fielder, Nick Markakis. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he gets ahead 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments on that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Here it comes on 0-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Granderson is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He went deep for a 2-run homer in his previous at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 1 left for Atlanta as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
6-3 the final score today. The Atlanta Braves posted 4 runs in the 8th on the way to victory. Anthony Swarzak earns the victory in relief in this one, his 7th of the year. Shane Green records the save, his 12th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB. The man Hamilton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 23, the man Hamilton.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Kevin Newman struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-4 ball game right here.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Nope. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Popped up. Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number 1. Up next with the Buccos, Adam Frazier. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Down the line, but this will get foul for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he misses there. 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
And he fouls this one off. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Popped him up. Number 1 ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Now back, the center fielder, Starling.
Here's Starling Marte. As he'll take a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Into the corner and slicing foul. And now this crowd, estimated at around 26,000 fans, comes to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Miami Marlins came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Drew Steckenrider claims the win out of the pen, his first. The man Hamilton wraps it up for the save, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line.
You put me in early, you look like coach, just like that.
The man Hamilton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
23, the man Hamilton.
Striding in to start the 9th, Matt Carpenter, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Matt Carpenter.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Anderson is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't say that anymore. I mean, he's evolved into a really, really nice offensive player.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. One out, nobody on. Molina swings and misses. He's in trouble now behind 0-2. Hamilton, a 5'10" left-hander. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
He froze him on the fastball there. Yadier Molina goes down, and they've got only one out left to work with.
Now batting, number 35.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, number 35. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1. And this will be a called strike 2. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Miami rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Number 50 earned his 5th win of the year. Adam Wainwright is tagged with just his first loss of the year. The man, Hamilton, earns the save out of the bullpen, his 6th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight.
Yeah, that's crazy. You gotta travel all the way up. On the bus. Keep all clear. Not clear. That's what's better. And try to see your other seat. Another house. You jumped up.
This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers.
Your
The
attention,
man
please.
Hamilton comes out
Now
of the
pitching
bullpen
for
to shut
Marlins.
things down here in the ninth.
Number 23, the man, Hamilton.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so
The
far.
catcher, JT Realmuto.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
It looked like, from our perspective, he gave up on that one a little too quick and then tried to emergency hack late.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Michael Roscoe.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. So far this season, Franco is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Castro is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Brad Miller drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Miller.
Here comes the first pitch. Right there for strike 1.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Weak grounder down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Philly down to their last strike. And it's fouled away. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
And he holds up on this one, but it's a cold strike 3, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Miami came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Teheran Guerrero gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. The man Hamilton hammers down the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon.
That way. Take it slow. Hands up.
The man Hamilton enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Hamilton.
Here's Bryce Harper now. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance.
Bryce Harper.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees. 0-1.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now another 0-2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Number 8.
Into the box now, Logan Morrison. He'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
That's up.
Rojas has a play, but it's the pitcher that makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in, Corey Dickerson. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time.
Dickerson.
High in the air down the right field line. Dean is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Number 47 will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 47.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Phillies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Vince Velasquez earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Juan Nicasio closes the door for the save, his 19th of the campaign.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
The man Hamilton comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one.
the right fielder, Nick.
First pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse. For sure.
Throw just does beat him to the bag, as that was pretty close. Stepping in for the Braves, Freddie Freeman. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground with the left side. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Grounded back up the middle. Rojas is there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Braves 7 and the Marlins nothing. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. This is popped up. Anderson waits on it. 1 away. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Fouled off.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
And another foul ball. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Another one sent foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Tachman has it in his tracks, and he makes the catch for the second out. Ready for another chance? Adani Echeverria. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on.
That's up. That's
Popped
up.
him up. Holiday over to his right. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. Jorge Alfaro will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove in the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. Atlanta jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike Foltynewicz earns his 8th victory of the season. Pablo Lopez was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors, and they left no runners on base.
The man Hamilton jogs in from the bullpen, and it'll be the closer's job to try to keep this ball game tied here in the 11th.
The man Hamilton.
Stepping up now, Freddie Freeman. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here.
The first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back, the right fielder. And that ball is gone. Santa Maria, game over. And guys, the Braves were paced offensively this afternoon by the play of this man, Freddie Freeman. Strike opposed. He's our top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game. And that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
1 error, they left 4 men on
base. A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The man Hamilton jogs in from the bullpen, and it'll be the closer's job to try to keep this ball game tied here in the 11th. Settling in now, Nick Markakis. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Lifted down the line in left.
Nice to see this guy stay within himself and get a base hit to start off the bottom of the 11th right here. Usually guys try and come outside their pay grade. Not the case here. Pass the baton mentality. Let's see if he scratches one across.
Here's the first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
The 0-1, and he fouls this one off. Now the 0-2 pitch. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count. He wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out a stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Josh Donaldson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's fouled away. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. Down the first base line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here's the 0-2, and he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. Braves strand 1. This remains a 7-all tie. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
Tyler Flowers.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Ready once again, Dansby Swanson attempting to, as they say, get off the schneid here. 0 for 5 so far. First offering on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. This one's down to third. Anderson takes it in on to first, and there were 2 down. Here's Echeverria now.
The batter number 24, second baseman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Rounded up the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
9-7, the final score in this ball game. The man, Hamilton, gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami.
Friday. No, it did. See? Come on Friday. He left me. He got power this way.
Ladies and
The
gentlemen,
man Hamilton is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here.
The man, Hamilton.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Off with the bat. The catcher.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Tuckman giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Next up for New York, J.D. Davis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
The 0-2 once more. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
The left fielder, number 50.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hit on the ground out to short. Williams from the outfield grass. Throw hit him at first, and a spectacular play that will end the inning. The defense on display on this beautiful diving stop at short. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this.
do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. New York rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Noah Syndergaard earned his 9th win of the year. Seth Lugo records the save, his 28th on the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight: for the victorious New York Mets, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base.
The man Hamilton comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
The man Hamilton.
In now, Michael Conforto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Number 1.
Now batting, Ahmed Rosario. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
It's 1-2. He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut up after your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
Lays off, 2-2 now. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Into the windup, the payoff pitch. Fouled away. And another foul ball. Here's the payoff pitch. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Nothing across here this half. It's getting late. One run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
And he was locked in at the plate up there. You could really see it in his approach and the swings he put on the ball. Finished with 3 base hits, and he certainly was a big factor in their victory.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The man Hamilton earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes.
The man Hamilton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 23, the man Hamilton.
Wilson Ramos is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the bench, ready to lead it off in the 9th. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. He'll enter play here at 304. 9 homers and 22 RBIs. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The relay, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with 1 swing, but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
Here's Rajay Davis now. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
0-2, here it is. And another foul ball. Count remains at 0-2. Ramos stands at second with no outs. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something breaking in the dirt right here.
Has a look, now the pitch. On the line at first. Pickoff move to second. Runner's back. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And it ain't coming back. And as Mets fans have heard before, that ball's out of here.
Well, some lessons have to be learned the hard way, like right here. The youngster serves up a 4-seamer, but it's straight as a rope. The hitter's eyes get as big as saucers, and he crushes it out of here. I doubt he'll serve up another 4-seamer in that location.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Up next will be the power bat of Peter Alonso. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Behind 0-2 now. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Cooper is over to take a look. Fouled off. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate, you can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, and he fouls this one off. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Man, I know exactly what this guy's feeling at the plate. Here we go again. Every time you're struggling, you look up and it says 0-2.
And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So and they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks, including a home run. So without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. Austin Bryce earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon.
The man Hamilton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 23, the man Hamilton.
Here's Manny Machado now. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter. So he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
Another 1-2 delivery. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the ninth.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there at the knees, strike 1. Hit hard towards second. Oh, and he misses it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Hit hard. Foul. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he'll be back in standing up. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. And he'll step off and fire to the bag, just keeping him close. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Eric Hosmer. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Back in standing. Straight up, Rojas into shallow left, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Marlins used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Elieser Hernandez earned his 5th win of the year. The man Hamilton wraps it up for the save, his 8th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base.
This team's pitchers are being challenged to ask more of themselves.
The man Hamilton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
The man Hamilton.
Here's Jock Peterson now.
The left fielder, number 31, Jock Peterson.
Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Next for the Dodgers, number 8. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. And that's in there for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the Marlins have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
7-5 tonight's final. The Miami Marlins wrap up their 20th road win of the season. Pablo Lopez earned his 5th win of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins. 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 30 minutes.
The man Hamilton takes the mound here. Not a safe situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless.
Hamilton.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Adam Jones. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The right fielder, number 10, Adam.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. Waiting on it, the right fielder. And that's the first out of the inning. Up next for Arizona, Carson Kelly. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
The catcher, Carson Kelly.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Rojas gloves it. Throw to first takes care of him, and now the Diamondbacks are down to their final out. Nick Ahmed will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Nick Ahmed.
And that's cut on and missed 0-1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play.
That's up. That's up.
Swing and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The Fish jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Pablo Lopez earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
The man Hamilton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 23, the man
Eduardo Escobar standing in.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Here's another 0-2. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will land untouched. The next 0-2. Grounded weakly toward third. Anderson fields it cleanly. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in once again, Carson Kelly. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Here's the 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Tuckman going back to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall.
Eat it, eat it.
And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
Spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Pitch on its way to Avila. In there, no balls and a strike. Hamilton, a 5'10" left-hander. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
From the belt, the pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and force-feed something the other way.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Nick Ahmed will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away.
Nick Ahmed.
On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get thrown into center field, a base hit.
No run, no run.
And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
From the stretch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Fouled away. And this crowd wasn't all that big, but they've stuck around to the final out. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Some more good work out of the bullpen as he notches his 10th save of the season right there. Nice job.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Marlins jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Damian Casto claims the win out of the pen, his first. The man Hamilton hammers down the save, his 10th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
The man Hamilton has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 23, the man Hamilton.
So digging in now, Boyd trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Granderson is under it. 1 down. Eduardo Escobar standing in. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. Ready for another shot now, Wilmer Flores. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. D-backs out in front, 6-0. A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Arizona Diamondbacks jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Mike Leake wins his team-leading 10th game of the year. Adam Conley worked only 3 innings.
A player receives the check-in from one of his coaches.
Hey, Sassy.
The man Hamilton takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Number 23, the man Hamilton.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Nelson Cruz.
Marlon losing again.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full of it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Mike Tuchman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 39, Mike Tuchman.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
And tonight's final.
Stop opening the windows. Man.
Right again.
The man Hamilton enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th.
Hamilton.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Eric Sogard. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Line toward the alley in left center. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Okay.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Okay.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And the runner will get back standing. Diaz gets his lead at first, nobody out. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
Oh, yeah.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
But the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Austin Meadows. They'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Now a Fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Down the third baseline. And he comes through with extra bases. Will they wave that tying run home? And he'll make it to third safely, so your tying run is 90 feet away with only one gone.
Oh my God, that late throw.
He's struggling coming into this one, but I think we
looked
can
like
say
it went out,
that cold
but
streak
it
is
was in.
officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. No balls and 1 strike.
Let's go.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch and strikeout situations these days. What makes it so hard?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swung on and missed for the first strike. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Struck
Get out.
him out.
The fuck
so
out.
A great job of
Get
working
out.
of certain dangers.
Oh my God, how did I feel that?
Tying and winning runs on base. The ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Austin Bryce gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. The man Hamilton retires the side to hammer down the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the
I really wanted that experience. Man, boss. My boy try to get a whole run up in there.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement.
Yep. Yep. That's a whole run? That can't be a whole run. Nope. Oh yeah, I thought it was a whole run, but no. Oh, I did that too early. Fuck. You gonna hit that. Fuck. Really? I'm gonna throw this hot. Well, if you do that shit again. I'm mad about that. I don't like that. I knew you were gonna do that shit again. I should have thrown it a little higher. What is that? See if you don't hit this. Yep. Listen out. That's not money, that's experience. Oh, duck me out of that.
The man Hamilton enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Hamilton.
Digging in, Brian McCann. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Brian.
They whooping Wallen ass, dude. Whatever.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
If I start in first, that won't happen. I gotta make my way to the top, start in first.
Hamilton, a 5'10" left-hander. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Behind 0-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-World, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Now batting, second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Grounded to the right. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Striding into the box, Dansby Swanson singled home a run in his last time up.
Dansby Swanson.
First delivery to him on the way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Lifted in the air to right field. Number 48 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Brave. Curtis Granderson will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the 9th, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so they'll just need to work on getting aboard. And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 18 homers and 46 driven in. Now the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Martin, the former Ranger, he came here by way of trade earlier this year.
I know he'd tell you he'd like to be playing a little bit better, but I think it's as advertised for this ball club right now. I think the manager is getting exactly what they expected.
Look at this. Look at the Marlins Stadium. It stay being like that. Hey.
The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1.
Count is 1 and 2.
They still got the food stand and stuff. They got the food stand.
Nope.
And that misses 2 and 2.
I got to count 2 and 2.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, number 48. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off.
Let's go, Marlin. Marlin sucks.
This at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Standing in now, Magneuris Sierra, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And just past his outstretched glove into left, the base hit.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good to dominate a game like that.
3 hours and 59 minutes.
12-4. The man Hamilton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
3. The man Hamilton.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up the exciting Ozzie Albies. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Grinderson will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Standing in, Adeiny Echeverria, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Now a pickoff play at second, runner back standing. He's set. Here it comes. And this is in the air to right. And this should do it. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Well, he didn't even break a sweat in this one. 3 pitches, he gets the out and heads to the clubhouse to celebrate. Can't do much better than that.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. The Miami Marlins took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Adam Conley earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more,
I'm
make your way over to theshownation.com.
Okay. I want to play pitcher and out backfield.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on.
The man Hamilton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 23, the man Hamilton.
Kicking kicking off the top of the ninth, Ender Inciarte, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Looking up is the right fielder. Gone to lead off the inning.
Jesus Christ. Good shit.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Now here it comes. Popped straight up. Rojas is there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
The first baseman, number 5.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This is pulled into right. And Freeman's aboard. It's a base hit.
Pitcher's got to stay on his toes right there.
Oh,
you never know who in this lineup is going to pull out the old ambush. Not to right there.
Now batting, the left fielder.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And he puts it on the ground to second. The second for one. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call. Here's Echeverria now. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First pitch on its way. Line
like these
toward right center.
don't miss.
This is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Fish get their 20th home win this year. Damian Casto gets the win in relief, his second of the year. The man Hamilton closes the door for the save, his 13th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami.
Oh, man.
This team's pitchers are being challenged to ask more of themselves.
Yeah, Martin got like 76 losses still. Goddamn. I should have played for the Nationals, but I'm gonna stick with Marlins.
The man Hamilton enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
The man Hamilton.
Next up for Los Angeles, number 16 comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Number 16.
First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Good curveball. Strike two. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
David Freese will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
Freese.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are two away now. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Justin Turner. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Tauchman moves over, and that ends the inning. Dodgers down in order. They're still out in front, 5-2.
Nobody. It don't count for me. If I played a full game, okay, I lost, but I'm not playing a full game. I'm playing the ninth inning.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game,
Not my time to shine.
The team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
5-3, the final score in this afternoon's game. The Dodgers host road win number 40 on the year. Hyunjin Ryu hangs win number 11 on his line. Kenley Jansen earns the save out of the bullpen, number 38. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
5 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base.
See? I wonder what my overall was.
The man, Hamilton, takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
23, the man, Hamilton.
Only got 1 loss over that last game.
Striding in for the Rockies, number 58 is working on a 1-for-3 thus
The
far.
catcher, number 58.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s, a dozen home runs and 21 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Nope. And low.
Damn.
It's a ball and a strike.
Come on, man.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line drive to left. And that's going to be a base hit here for Desmond. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send them back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning.
Strike out
Well,
3
you're
people.
usually in this situation looking for a bloop and a blast. He didn't want to bloop it, and he hit a missile, bringing the tying run to the plate. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Now batting, the left fielder, David.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first, and he's back standing. Desmond, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Castro's got it. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
5-3 the final score in this afternoon's game. Miami used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Number 50 earns win number 7 on the season. The man Hamilton records the save, his 14th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon.
Oh, man. Hot. What is that? What's that? Outside cold. No, it's outside. No, it's inside. So it's inside. I did that one. Outside, outside. I can't choose for the balls though. Huh? I don't choose for the balls though. How fun is that? See? This shit crazy. Blue is cold. It's blue is cold. I'm stuck at 49. Try again. Can't try that again. Oh, I gotta get used to that shit. I'm gonna be like 65 or 65.
The man Hamilton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the
got
ninth.
40 strikeouts. That's what's up.
The man, Hamilton.
28th game.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes.
Tyler Flowers.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Yanked on the ground down the line. But a foul ball. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
41 strikeouts.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
The second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
First pitch on its way. Hit in the air to center field. Moving under it, Tuckman. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
First offering on its way. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. Hit high and deep out to left. Granderson going back at the track. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2,
decision in this one. The man Hamilton hammers down the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 3 runs on 10 hits.
And nigga say 3 runs on 10 hits. They turned baseball into a white boy game.
The man Hamilton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
23.
It's nothing bad.
Hamilton.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Corey Dickerson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against a closer.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
I think I threw this in too, man. Then we're going to get Philadelphia.
Yank fouled off to the right. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
First delivery to him on the way. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Under it is the right fielder. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping in, Rhys Hoskins. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Marlins have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Miami Marlins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Pablo Lopez earns win number 7 on the season. Vince Velasquez was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. The man Hamilton wraps it up for the save, his 16th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 5 runs on 11 hits.
The man Hamilton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 23, the man Hamilton.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura, he comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Called strike, 0-2.
0-2.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
Trying to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Count remains 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Still
This
even at 2-2.
motherfucker here, dude. You get on my nerves.
Another 2-2 offering. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dean moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Stays alive, still 0-2. Fouled away. Another one sent foul.
See, this nigga not nice. You coming to a curveball. You reckon with a curveball still would work.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
The 1-2. Misses above the zone for a ball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
And now Bryce Harper. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Drilled down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows there are no awards for successfully getting.
I wanted that to go out so bad.
You need to get all 27 before you can start celebrating. Now that 2-out double here tonight, putting the equalizer on at second base. A couple minutes ago, this thing looked like it might be over, but everything can change with one swing of the bat.
They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. Now a spin and a throwback to second, and the runner back in standing. Harper at second with 2 down. And that's taken for strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Not the largest crowd ever, but they're on their feet. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Pitching and defense game, 2-1 the final score this afternoon. The Miami Marlins jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Elieser Hernandez earns win number 7 on the season. Jake Arrieta pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. The man Hamilton closes the door for the save, his 17th on the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here
I
now
should have
is
been
our
on this.
final
Michael
line score
Jordan.
for this afternoon. First,
should have had
the
Michael Jordan on
victorious
baseball.
Miami Marlins. 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base.
Yeah, but he used to play baseball too.
Time of the ball.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Your
The
attention,
man,
please.
Hamilton, takes the
Now
ball now in inning number
Miami.
9, looking to close the door.
23, the man, Hamilton.
Jan Gomes will be summoned to pinch hit here to start the bottom of the 9th. And remember, they need 2 to tie, 3 to win, so he's got his work cut out for him here. Fouled off. And it was quite a turn of events we witnessed in the last half. A lot of runs put up on the board, and we've got a very close game on our hands now.
Nobody over there. Okay, that's good.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Trey Turner.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
That's my fault.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So striding forward now, Adam Eaton. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
1-2 now to Adam Eaton.
You don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Last strike now for the Nats. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Back up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
I'll put him in game.
Now in the box, Anthony Rendon. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
No balls and a strike to count. Now a snap move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this is in the air to right. And this should do it. And he will make the catch here to end things. And the Marlins have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs. So
Wow.
4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here played their game and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. The Marlins came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Drew Steckenrider gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. The man Hamilton records the save, his 18th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Oh, baseball
here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors.
Turn into the clubhouse. So I want to play my next game. You completed tier 1 level team. That's people have. It's nothing. I'll read it. They paying me a lot of fucking money, bro. Damn. Baseball players got it fucking good, dude. What? I'm trying to make team captain so I can start off first. You see that fucking salary?
The man Hamilton takes the mound here. Not a safe situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Leading off the inning, Elias Diaz, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The catcher, Elias.
What is that? What is this? Okay, going against the Pirates. What's the name of this? I should just walk, but
ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He's there and records the first out. Pablo Reyes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Pinch hitting for the Pirates. Number 15.
I think that's Philadelphia Pirates.
There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This will get foul for strike 2.
Jesus. What the fuck this man hard, dude? Let me go right here.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
All right, it's going to wind up.
The 1-2. Hit in the air out to center field.
He hit it.
Tuchman is there. 2 gone. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Kevin Newman, he comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First delivery to him on the way. In there, strike 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
8-3 tonight. The Miami Marlins took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Number 50 earns his 8th victory of the season. Mitch Keller permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins.
I keep returning me to the clubhouse. I don't know why I keep taking me to the clubhouse. I keep saying go to the next game. Trying to make team captain, guys.
The man Hamilton comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
The man Hamilton.
Chad Waller is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Number 17, Chad Waller.
Zue Lin is also into the ball game now as he takes over at second. Ryan Braun is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Hit in the air down the right field line, and no one will track it down.
Yeah,
Hamilton,
I gotta be careful with this.
Just 18 years old. He was a 17th round pick back in the draft of 2019.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
Swing and a liner, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning.
Fuck, man.
Austin Dean is into the ball game now as he assumes duties in center field. Orlando Arcia will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. The 0-1 hit hard down the line. Fielded cleanly to second for one. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. As he'll take strike one on the inside corner. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
All right, Caleb. Okay. Was that you watching me play this baseball?
The windup
Was
and
you
the
watching me play
0-2.
baseball? Oh.
Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes.
I'm playing
There's a
pitcher,
breaking
so
ball,
it's
but it
coming
doesn't
along
quite
good.
find the strike
I'm
zone.
just playing my
Well,
career.
all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't
And
far
I just
off, but I
made the
think that was a
Marlins
good
team
call. Looked
because
to
you know
be
I'm from Miami,
just
so I
a
want to
bit
play for the
outside.
Marlins, even though they like the worst team on the fucking, one of the worst teams on the fucking game. Cause I used to work at the Marlins.
Popped up. Walker has room in foul territory, and he brings it in on the warning track. Brewers go down quietly. This game's all tied at 4.
What game? Yeah, I'm having fun with it. I keep telling everybody like I have like stuck in myself. Marlins won.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the
made
one
player
turned
of
in
the
by the
game.
guy you see right there. He's
I
our
could have made
top
player of the game.
player
I
of
ain't
the
no
game.
motherfucking co-captain.
Well,
I'm
the numbers
co-captain.
don't just jump
Well, I'm
out
trying to
at you,
get
but his lone
co-captain.
hit was a really important one, and sometimes
You
you just
know they
need
ain't
to
gonna
come
put the
through
love-
when
the
it
people
matters
into,
most
like,
to be
the
the
last
hero, and
ending.
he did just that.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4, the final tally. The Miami Marlins came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. The man Hamilton wins
Here
his
now is the
4th
final
game
line
out of the
score
bullpen
tonight.
this year.
First,
So
for the
that's a wrap here
victorious
tonight.
Miami Marlins.
For Mark DeRosa,
5
Dan
runs
Plezak,
on
and Heidi
9 hits,
Watney, this is
no
Matt
errors.
Vasgersian.
They left
You've been
7
watching
on
MLB
base.
The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at
Time of the ball
MLB
game,
The Show.
3 hours and 11 minutes.
Yeah, I did my own face and stuff. Why I look different like that.
The man Hamilton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 23.
I'm gonna get on with you, Tater.
Hamilton.
Huh?
Striding in to start the 9th, Eric Thames, as they'll look to get something going here and
That's
even this
somebody-
game up.
I'm gonna get on
Looking
with
for
you.
base runners here
Right
as
after
they're
this,
down 2
what's the
playing on
name
the
of it? I'm
road.
gonna get on.
Not
'Cause
an
they making me
easy
do it
thing to
wrong.
do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
Consistent games, basically.
First offering on its way.
Oh,
Fastball
yeah, the
taken,
Marlins
but
stayed in
that gets
too?
the zone for a strike.
Marlin winning by 2. I wanted to play pitcher and I wanted to play outfield.
Swing and a miss.
That's the only positions I wanted. Pitcher and outfield. Huh? Nothing yet. Just playing baseball.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Yep. I mean, look at my broadcast. Look how long it was.
One gone.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Travis Shaw.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
I got it.
And a cold strike on the outside
Friday?
of the plate.
No. No. Oh no, nobody invited me to Friday. Did you restart your Friday, by the way?
High in the air out toward shallow right. Number 47 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
I want to play outfield so bad, dude.
And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final.
It's a little fun being out there, dude. Just catching the balls and stuff.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
I can't play batting. You know what I told you about the batting thing.
Well struck, but foul over by the coaching box. 2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find
I gotta
themselves
practice
down
the
to their
batting. I
final
know.
strike tonight.
You told me that
and
before.
now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time.
When I'm playing like pitcher, sometimes they'll put me at batting.
Milwaukee, good night.
Yeah, and the home crowd was loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. Miami came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Ryan Stanek gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. The man Hamilton hammers down the save, his 19th
don't hella good when they
campaign.
kind of pitching.
So that's a wrap
Even
for
though
us
I
here
got
tonight from my partners in the
fucking
booth, Mark
PC's got
DeRosa,
like
Dan
2
Plezak, and Heidi
fucking
Watney
home
on the
runs
field.
on
This
my.
is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
I lost
Have a
one
good night,
game.
everybody.
And the Marlins losing, my wife be like, "Oh, y'all losing?" And I'm like, they losing, not me.
Here now is the
I come in at on the 9th inning. That's about
the
it.
victorious Miami Marlins. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left
About
5 men
fuck up on the
base.
9th inning. That's my loss.
The man Hamilton takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 23, the man Hamilton.
Now at the plate, Manny Pena. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Number 9, Manny Pena.
Yeah.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1.
0-1.
And 1 count, and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's 1 gone here in the 9th.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Tyler Austin.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Falling for it, Riddle. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ben Gamble will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
For Milwaukee, number 16, Ben Gamble.
Oh my. Later.
No offer at a letter high change. It's ball
I'm
1.
mad about that.
In his career, Gamble is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Riddle has a beat on it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season. He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year so far.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Miami Marlins rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Chance Adams gets the win on the mound, his first of the year.
I gotta get my own
the
power
man
up.
Hamilton wraps it up for the save, his 20th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Did you left from the controller? Though that's somebody singing in your background.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins. 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball.
You know, the baseball players make a lot of damn money, kid. When I was looking at the thing, I was like, damn, when I saw that.
The skipper appeals to his players to demonstrate some resilience in how they finish a rough season.
What? I became overall 66 for adjusting 77 play card. Okay, my stamina is 72. I need to work on my calibration. I still need to work on my ball control. Arm of the gods, flamethrower. I'm trying to get that shit up. Nobody injured. 10-day injury list, 60-day injury list, nobody injured. I need somebody to get injured. Gotta play San Francisco. Gotta remain 1. long distance run. Oh, I get it. Buddy. Let me try the clubhouse. Yeah, I need to get my ball controls up. Trying to make that team captain. Takes so long to make team captain. Alright, this game get on for the joint. Let's get on Dead by Daylight with you. I don't know if you can hear me.
The man, Hamilton, takes the mound here. Not a safe situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. Eduardo Escobar standing in, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
I kind of like that music. They be playing at the stadium, don't they?
Yeah, what black. That's it. He knows over here. What come on? Good job.
First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Alfaro moving to his left. And that's the first out of the inning.
Damn, I wanted to get that out.
Jake Lamb standing in now.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the third baseman, Jay Lamb.
Here comes the first pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Can you invite your friends?
And
Yes,
it's
you can invite
fouled
your
away.
friends and stuff to this.
One out, nobody on.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's gonna have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Now batting, the right fielder, Adam.
In now, Adam Jones. He swings and hits it foul off to the right.
Miami Marlins beating the shit out of
He's working
Francisco.
on a
That
1
is
for
fucking
3
insane.
thus far.
Yeah, they beat the shit out of Francisco.
The windup and the 0-1. Wing and a little bouncer softly hit to the right side of the mound. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. feels good to dominate a game like that.
10-2 the final in this game. Miami get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Chance Adams earns the win, his second, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Mike Leake struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Okay, come on, Aaron.
Hello?
Okay, come on, Aaron.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins.
Hello. Let me know when you're ready. How many? Can you do me a favor? How many minutes was my game? What's my broadcast? Can you see how many minutes was the broadcast? Yeah. Sorry, y'all boys. I'm about to get on Dead by Daylight. I'm gonna be broadcasting that. Thanks for watching. Be back on this later. Creating mode. Custom and complete online. I'm not gonna do that. No dynasty. Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna get on Dead by Daylight.